knowledge has been forsaken, but now the truth has been declared. The men of Israel have risen from the dry bones and are sent unto the children of Israel. Whether they will hear or forbear, yet shall they know the prophets are back. Join us, Israel, united in Christ.
The sun God Ra.
Was adapted from. That's what I believe in. I came here to listen to what you guys have to say.
Habakkuk, graven image. Here's the thing. This is the custom of Egypt, right? Based on what you were taught.
More or less, yeah.
Hold up. Hold that. We're coming right back to it. Read Leviticus 18:3 again. Because this book was given to the Israelite nations, correct? That's what the book was given to the Israelites. In that book, you find the history of the Israelite leaving Egypt. And a judgment was brought forth on each and every single god that the Egyptian worshipped.
That's right.
So the Egyptians and the Israelites are two different people that serve two different gods. Read.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 3.
That's what was said to us when we left Egypt. After we left Egypt, God, the God of Israel, told us this. Read it.
After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do.
So it says, now that you're out of Egypt, I don't want you to do anything that they do. See, this is the Eye of Ra. We don't deal with that. That is a false god in the Bible.
That's right.
So you may have been taught that it's in direct relationship with Christ, but according to the Bible, it has nothing to do with Christ. Let's go to Habakkuk. Let's show you what it is.
Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 18. What profited the graven image that the maker thereof has graven it?
A graven image is something that a man literally took a tool, a piece of rock or metal or wood, and engraven an image out of it. Correct? So the Bible is asking, what is the profit that comes? What's profiting of having a graven image that the maker thereof make?
That the maker thereof has graven it, the molten image, and a teacher of lies.
That image right here is a teacher of lies. Because the lie that you were taught is that this has something to do with Christ. But that's a lie. Because according to the Bible, Christ don't deal with idolatry. You see what I'm saying? That's a whole different God, period. But when you read in the book, in the Old Testament, judgment was brought up on the Egyptian. Because why? They serve other gods. Each judgment was in correspondent to one particular God. Because what God, the Most High God wanted us to understand is, look at these guys, right? They worship these gods? Okay, they used to worship a God that has the head of a crocodile. Bring judgment on the Nile River. Okay, call on that God, make him deliver you. He could not. Ra, the sun god, darken the sun. Okay, call on Ra, make the sun come out. He couldn't. You see what I'm saying? Those things has nothing to do with your true heritage. However, this is where you learn these things. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 61. Not a problem. Deuteronomy 20 and 61, I believe. I'm going to show you something real quick. Because in this captivity, we have been lied to. And because we are searching for truth, right? We go everywhere. You happen to be coming from the Egyptian background. He might come from the Christian background. I came from the Christian background. Some people came from the Rastafarian background. Because why? We were all searching for truth, right? Read that.
64, right?
64, yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
So we, as the people of God, we were scattered among all people. So there is not a nation on this planet where you would not go and find Israelites. But no matter where you go in this nation, guess where we live? In the ghettos. And guess what our name is? Niggers. No matter where you go. In whatever language, they have a word for it. Read.
from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods,
When we get in those nations, we're going to serve other gods. Read.
which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
So our fathers did not serve those other gods. White Jesus, our forefathers did not know that. You know what I'm saying? That our forefathers knew it, but guess what? We move away from it. So in every nation that we live today, we follow after their gods. We the only people that serve gods that don't look like us. You find us in every religion. Buddhism, Catholicism, Protestant, all kind of nonsense, voodoo. But nobody wants to come back to the Bible.
So if you were talking to a black Buddhist right now, because I do practice Buddhism as well, what would you say to like somebody that is strictly Buddhist and doesn't believe in a person or a God, but just believes in the universe?
Okay. So Buddhism is about self-discipline, correct? More or less, right?
It's the one energy, you know?
Okay.
Anybody could.
Let me ask you a question.
Anytime.
Let me ask you a question. For me to teach you about discipline, don't I have to have discipline myself? True, right? Because I can't be teaching you to be disciplined and I don't have discipline. True or false? Let's let this talk out. Listen, this is the best day of your life. I need you to pay attention to this question and I need you to give me an answer. How can a 600-pound fat man teach me about discipline?
That's what you think Buddha is, man? That's the same way you look
Brother, hold up. Hold up. Everywhere we go, there's a representation of Buddha, correct? I'd never see him looking like them Somalian kids. He's always a 600 fat dude.
Yeah.
No matter what country you go, he's always a fat dude. This is what it is. Brother, there's
skinny.
no, I've never seen the skinny Buddha. Stop playing with me, man. I'm 40 years old. You're not. The teaching of Buddha. Hold up. The teaching of Buddha. The Buddha. No, the original Buddha was black. We're talking about his weight.
What?
600-pound man. How you gonna teach me self-discipline when you is a gluttony?
Oh, yeah. That's 100. That's 100%. My point was though. The one force, the one energy. Buddha, God, Prana, Reiki, all these different.
Psalm 96 verse 5. Listen to this.
Psalms chapter 96 verse 5. For all the gods of the nations are idols.
For all, give me the Deuteronomy 4:19. For all the gods of the other nations are idols. I'm gonna show you something. What do East Indian worship? How many gods would you say they have? Over 365. And all of them are a statue, correct? You got monkeys, all kind, elephant, they worship all kinds of things. Egypt, Africans, same thing. They worship, they do that witchcraft, they got all kind of Zabek, all kind of different gods. The so-called Chinese man, he got Buddha. The so-called white man, he got what? White Jesus. What do we have? We partake into all the different deities that all the other nations are serving. For all the gods of the nations are what?
Idols.
Read.
But the Lord made the heavens.
We have our own God. It's just that in slavery, you were rethought. So now you was raised in something else. And you're fighting for it as though it was your own, but it is for the other nations. God warned us about that already. Give me that in Deuteronomy 4:19.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 19. And lest thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun, and the moon, and the stars, even all the host of heaven, shouldest be driven to worship them.
See? Lest you should look up in the heaven and see the sun and be, you know what? I'm in Ra. You are God. Most I say don't do that.
That's right.
You are an Israelite. So those things, they gotta go. They gotta go, bro. Really consider your ways, because
I'll cover him up.
no, cover them up is nothing. Covering up is nothing. You understand? You gotta come to terms with that. You're bringing evil spirits upon you.
Well, I would like to believe that we can all find our own truth. I appreciate you giving your side.
Can I give you one last scripture? One last scripture. Give me the truth. Everything we speak of, we back it up with the Bible. You see where I'm coming from? when you're dealing with that eye right there, you deal with the book of the dead, right? So think about this. You alive. You're going to consult the dead?
Last verse, my brother.
Read that.
Psalms chapter 119, verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
Thy law is the truth. What is the purpose of the law being the truth? Really, very last scripture. You got to understand the purpose of the truth. John 8:32. What is the purpose of really knowing the truth? Because the laws of God is the truth. That's what we've been taken away from. That's why today they would call me a Haitian. They would call him a black American. They would call a Jamaican and Bajan. But guess what? If we all came from the same spot and the slave ship dropped each one of us in a separate area, how can we be different people today? It's to show you there's been a conspiracy against us as a people. They don't want us to be a nation. They just want us to be different countries. So when I see you black American. Like Haitians, you say, oh, black Americans are lazy, they're on welfare, division. Jamaican, man, I don't understand that dude, man, the hell with them. Because divide and conquer. But the day we come as a nation under the truth, which is the laws of God, this is what's going to happen. Read that.
John chapter 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Free. Free from your oppressors. For as long as we are sinning, we're going to remain in this condition. Sin is violation of God's laws. That's what it is. So if you're seeking liberty, you're not going to find it in that.
Right.
Those things are going to ensnare you further into sin.
Right.
Because there is no discipline that comes with these things.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.